death of their greatest son, an Anglo-Saxon warrior destined to be a champion for the ages and a national treasure for all time.
Hello everybody, hope you are well, hope you can see and hear me, as always. So we're continuing on with Kingdom Death Monster, and one of the big things that I really want to do with this whole thing, and this stupid phone is going to drive me up a wall, right? It hasn't gone off all time, and I just got to shut it off. Hold on here. It won't be long. There we go. We don't need that. We got our other phone anyways. The one thing I want to accomplish here, there are like 1,000 billion videos on this thing. And what I wanted to do and what I hope to accomplish is slow things down, make sure people understand. And if I make mistakes, you have mistakes that you kind of point out that we can kind of fix, so you have an understanding of this game. Now, one of the things that I've seen in the comments quite a bit is that a lot of people going, oh wow, this is too expensive, this, that, and the other. Well, you know, when I think about it, you know, I got Swamps of Death, I have the City of Ancients, and of course I have Forbidden Fortress, and just those three alone, you're talking $300. So this thing is available out there for $350 when it's in stock. If you're going to Gen Con next week, stop by the booth there where Adam Poots is. Talk to them. They usually have a bunch of copies that they'll sell to you there. And you know, you don't need all the expansions right off the bat. Add them as you go. I mean, I have the original set. I just picked up 2 expansions that are coming in. I got them at a decent price on eBay. You just got to look, and you got to be kind of choosy. But this is a game that once you get sucked into it, you go down this rabbit hole. And that's what I really feel. And I want to give you that good feel. Now, we're going to try to keep these videos to about an hour. Because I really don't want 2.5 hour videos, because who's going to sit through that? Okay. The main thing today, what we're trying to accomplish, is our very first settlement phase. So we're going to be setting up our settlement. Okay. And then from there, we are going to do our first hunt. So when we come back the next time, okay, we're going to be right into a showdown with a level 1 lion, okay? Because that's the way we're going to go. Level 1 lion, because we got to unlock the antelope, and then after that it's the butcher. But we can keep going with the lion until we feel that we have enough. It really determines on how we develop as a society, and are able to hunt and so forth and so on. So again, we're going to take this nice and easy. We're going to break it down, and we'll have a lot of videos of it. Now, a lot of people are going, oh, hey, what about Shadows of Brimstone? I got you this week. I got you. I promise you. Okay? Let's see. We got what's today? Wednesday? By Monday at the latest. It depends on what goes on this weekend. We will be taking Tina and the Samurai out on an adventure. Remember, we got the Drifter and Tuco on the other side. They're all going to meet up, and we have a couple of stories going on here, and we're going to squeeze in some other games along the way. That's a one-man show. We're going to give you the best that we can. That's all we can do. All right? So without me talking too much more, let's go down to the table here and just kind of give you an idea how this works. Now, you're going to lay out this board here, okay? And your survivors, whoops, I always get that screwed up. All right, your survivors are going to go through all these phases, okay? Now, the first event here is a little different, okay? So we're going to go through it and we'll be fine. So we have our returning, we're setting up our settlement. So our survivors are returning. And if you want, if you have the game, go to Board Game Geek. They have a lot of fantastic resources that you can use here. So survivors return. Remove all tokens and heal any existing light or heavy injuries. So if you have a permanent injury, that's going to stay with you. But if you have anything light, you're gonna get rid of that. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way because I'm not going to need this right away. I got so many laminates all over the place. So here's our sheet here. We're going to put that there. Okay. So Steve, he comes back. I cleaned off everything on these sheets. I actually downloaded some sheets that I actually like better that I can kind of go back and forth here. So here's Rob, Tina, and Anna. So they are all set and ready to go. And we cleaned off all their stuff. Okay, great. So Steve, we know, is here because he used one of his founding stones. Okay, so we can wipe that off now. And I actually have a paper. There we go. There we go. All right, so we're just going to wipe that off. And we took care of Adrian and John with our Godzilla. So I went off the air and then I came back on. So be on the lookout for it. So we're going to wipe this off here. Yeah, I just put a little water on here. And that's the best thing about doing the laminate. It takes you 2 seconds to get everything where you need it to be. All right, so we're going to put that over to the side there. Okay, so we're going to gain 4 Endeavor. Okay, Endeavor, for each returning survivor, we get an Endeavor. We're going to be able to spend these. Okay, settlement event. Play a random settlement event card. Okay, so what that is when we come back, we start off with our lantern horde. Okay, and I'm just going to put this here just for the sake of putting here. They come back and they find this lantern. They're attracted to it and they find it very very appealing. The settlement cards are this, but you on this first settlement phase, we turn this over and this is what happens. The first day, this is the event settlement event. The first day settlement event will help you set up your settlement. It is the first event of any new campaign, which that's what we're doing, folks. Okay, so everything's spelled out for you and makes it real easy for you. Okay, 1. The survivors wander, drawn to a blooming light in the distance. They find the serene comfort of a towering pile of lanterns and a small collection of scared people. On a deep instinctual level, they know this area is safe and they make it their home. Okay, so here we are. Here's our lantern horde. So this is going to start off. And there's a bunch of different things that we're going to be able to do on here, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Now, first we have to set up our settlement. It says roll 1d10 to determine your starting population and record the results on the back of your settlement record sheet. Choose and record genders for unnamed survivors. You may name an unnamed survivor and create their survivor record sheet at any time during the settlement phase. All right, that's kind of interesting. So we have we're going to roll a d10, and we're going to see how many survivors we can get. On a 1 to 3, we get 6 unnamed survivors, plus our returning survivors. So we would have 10 survivors in our grouping. 4 to 6 is 8, which means we'll have 12. And if I roll a 7 or better, we're going to have 14 people total. Pretty cool. All right, so let's find out how many survivors we have. And we have an 8, so we are going to have to name 10 unnamed survivors. Now, I downloaded this sheet too. This one is not the one that comes with the game, but I saw this one. I really like it because it kind of gives me everything I need to keep going all the way through. All right, perfect. Our survival bonus I put in, we have to name our settlement. Okay, when the settlement is named for the first time, returning survivors gain +1 survival. Remember, our survival is 1, and if we used up a couple of survivals, so some will get it, but even though we get 1, we cannot go over the limit of 1. So if we already have 1 and we didn't use it, well, guess what? That's going to be stuck there. So we have some survivors here. So the way I'm going to go is we're going to go 5 male. So we're going to go M, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go 5 female. So everybody has somebody. Okay? That's the way we want it. All right? We don't want anybody being lonely. Nobody likes to be lonely. All right, so we're going to check that off. That off. That was a good roll. Now, sometimes having a lot of survivors is good. Sometimes having a lot of survivors is bad. So we're not going to name anybody yet. Once you name them, it becomes, pretty personal. So over here, if your population reaches 0, game over. Oh boy. If population reaches 15, read Principal Society. We're not at 15. We're at 14. Let's keep it there for now. Okay, so we're at 14. All right, so we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to turn around. What should we call? We're going to call this. Geez, I don't know. Mathis, how are you? Indra, how are you? Brew Ride Games. Okay. How are you? Okay, so I got to name the settlement. So I think I'm going to call this settlement. Well, I'm a Seahawk fan, so we're going to call it Sea Haven. Okay. Hey, it's better than calling it Orenville or something silly like that. Okay. All right, so we got that taken care of. All right, so we've done that. Now it tells us part 2. Return to the settlement. Return to the settlement section. Okay, so these guys moved up. They returned. All right, we gained endeavors. And now we are updating timeline. All right. And I got a couple different angles of this. Well, we don't want to use that angle. We want to use this one. There. See, as they're moving along, you're going to do all this stuff. So now we go to return to settlement section of the first story and proceed to returning survivors. So we're going to check that off on our box here. Okay, so over here, we're just going to check this off. And I'm going to read you. I'm actually going to read some more stuff. Because now we're starting to get into it. So now we gotta get into it, folks. We gotta get into it. All right, so let's move our thing over to the above cam. There we go. PTP, what's up? Lanternville. Huh? Yeah, that wouldn't have been bad either. Okay, so I had already did this so we can stay nice and tight. I like to keep things tight. Returning survivors. First words. Nominate a survivor. The nominated survivor steps forward and gains +1 courage. They lead the other survivors in learning to speak to one another. They discuss their situation, realizing that they must hunt to live. Add White Lion to the quarry list on the settlement record sheet. Okay, he's already there. Okay. Your settlement gains language innovation. Search the innovation cards for language and place it face up in your play area and record it on your settlement sheet. Okay, well, let's do that. First of all, we have language here. Now, what does language do? Okay, well, let me show you, folks. It says here, all survivors gain encourage on their survival action. Okay, that's cool. Encourage once per round. If standing, spend 1 survival to call out a non-deaf survivor. They stand if knocked down. That's huge because usually you have to wait an entire turn for that to go. All right, so we're going to add language to the language consequences to the innovation deck. I'll take a look and see what those are. But right now, we're just going to put that right there for now. Okay, I'm going to move this over here. So we're going to put that there as our innovations. Normally, they go off the side of the board there, but I'm not worried about that right now. All right, so I got that. So now we got to update our limits here. So first thing is we have language, which is already written in because that's the first one there. This is going to go up to 2. So now we have a survival limit of 2. So we can use dodge a couple of times to help us from getting pounded by that lion. All right, because that lion will pound us. So our survival limit is 2 right now. There we go. That does not mean that each person goes up to 2. Okay, we still have Steve has 1. Tina has 1. Okay, and she's almost insane. He has 1. He has 1. Okay, so yeah, so there's nothing to add there. So okay, so we are good there. So let me put that aside over here. All right. So we did that. We updated our. Oh no, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Okay, so build the innovation deck now. It says. All right. So let's move Steve over here. Steve's right there actually because he used his thing. All right. The innovation deck represents the potential culture and technology growth of the settlement. It will grow throughout the campaign as you gain new innovations. Find 6 innovation cards, language consequence list under their title. Ammonia, drums, hovel, inner lantern, paint, and synopsis. Okay. I think I said that right. I suppose him. Inner lantern, paint, ammonia, drums, hovel. Oh, I did get him right. I just grabbed a bunch of cards off the top, and sure enough, believe it or not, it ended up right. Okay, shuffle these cards together to form your deck. So we'll shuffle these up because we don't know what they'll do. All right, so there we go. Put those right there. And then we're going to go over to Glowing Center. Armed with language, the nominated survivor. Okay, so what we forgot to do was give a survivor courage. Well, there's only one guy I know that should have courage, and that's me. So, well, I'm just giving it to me because in case there's any consequences, I will suffer them. So I've got 1 courage. There we go. So there we go. Perfect. Okay, now that we did that, armed with language, nominate a survivor aptly named the glowing center of their home lantern horde. The settlement gains the lantern horde settlement card. Okay, settlement location. That's there. Search the large settlement location cards for the lantern horde. Okay, we got it. And place it face up in your play area. The Lantern Horde is the source of all innovation and further locations the settlement will develop. Nominate a survivor to sit in front of the Lantern Horde in awe and gain +1 understanding. They must skip the next hunt phase as they ponder the meaning of existence. Check off the skip hunt box on the survivor's record sheet. They cannot be selected as a departing survivor this phase. So we're going to have to name somebody. Return to the first story to complete the settlement phase. All right, so the only person without a weapon is Steve. So we're going to leave Steve behind. So I'm going to check Steve off. I ain't going on hunt. Oh, by the way, we all get an XP from our first hunt. So he's going to skip. All right, so I'm just right here. Skip. So that means we got to take somebody else with us. So we got to name another survivor. Let's do this. Let's set somebody up. So we're going to have to take this here, our thing here, okay, and we read that, okay, the first story, Endeavor, Departing Survivors, okay, no problem, we got that done, we got our language, we got our Lantern Horde board, so we're going to have to name somebody. I think I got to put down the names of the people that we have already. But I'll take care of that later. We're not worried about that. So let's just, since Steve's behind, we're going to name another guy. Who? Doug Olson, can you add a link to the character sheets? Just go to BGG, put in Kingdom Death Monster, and you'll find a list of sheets that you can download. If you scroll down past the forums, there's files, and there's all kinds of different sheets that you can use. So, this may just be one. Name it the Swamp. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Mathis, Infra. We got to name a guy. We got to have a guy's name. Joe. All right, that's what we're going to do. Joe. All right, so Joe gets a name. And he is going to go out. Additional notes, none. All right, so we're going to put that over there. So on the other side of Rob, I put another sheet just to save space. So we're going to put Joe. And Joe is going to come with 1 survival. Okay. He has no insanity there. Okay. He's got 5 movement right now. And understanding. Oh, we got to give him understanding too. We got to give Steve understanding. We can do that. Let me see. Is there anything else that he needs to do? Oh yeah, waste. He's going to have 1 defense because he's going to have a cloth, and I believe that he would get. No, I don't think he gets a stone. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, he'll start with a cloth, but he does not have a weapon to start with. So we're going to have to try to figure out how good he's going to go out with us and what he's going to be able to do. He does not get a hunt XP. He is a male. All right, there we go. All right, so that takes care of Joe. So we got our team here all set up. So I'm going to put those over there, folks. All right, and then over here with Steve, because Steve's in a separate sheet here, we said understanding. Yes, he's got to get 1 understanding. All these little things that we're doing are going to add up to different things and are going to help us along. So you really want to stay kind of focused here on what you're doing, okay? So Steve comes over. I'm going to put him actually into the box because he's chilling out. He's kind of like a priest right now, and he's kind of just like doing a lot of that kind of stuff. All right, so perfect. There we go. We're going to put that over here for now. All right, so we took care of that. So we updated our storyline. So now we're going to go back to our first story. So I can close this up. All right. And we can move this box, book, off to the side here. There we go. All right, so let's go back to our first day. All right, so the first day settlement event card will not be used again during this campaign. Do not include it in your settlement event deck. So this goes away. We no longer need this. This is our first thing. Okay, so good. So that's gone. Let's get rid of that, which I just did. So now we have, where are we? We updated our timeline. Okay, now we're going to update our death count. Nobody died, which is a first. Check milestone events. We did that, okay. And now we're coming to the phase of development, okay. And how we do this, now what happens in our development phase, survivors may spend endurance, endeavor. Oh, excuse me. Endeavor. Yeah, we can spend endeavor however we want, and we can build some of these settlements here, okay? So we can build a bonesmith, a skinnery, and an organ grinder. Now we have 4 endeavor. The thing about it is that because we have that, it means basically that we can do whatever we want. Oh boy, we could get an innovation maybe. That'd make things interesting. Well, you can't carry it over. So if you only spend 3, you lose that. So you want to, what you want to do, let me turn my hat backwards so I don't get in the way here, and let me move a little closer. So first off, I got to take a sip of something. You guys know I get dehydrated really quick here. All right, here we go. Well, the nice thing, somebody said, hopefully you can make the guy a weapon. Well, here's the thing. We can build weapons for our main people, and basically we can trade things out. So we can say, okay, here's an endeavor stone. There you go, kid. Good luck. So we got 4 of these. So it makes sense to spend them if you got them, basically. So we're gonna build a bonesmith. Yes. We're gonna build an organ grinder and a skinnery. Now these things here are going to help us equip our guys. So a skinnery, we're going to be able to take hides and build things that are going to help us along. We're also going to take, like a bonesmith here. We're going to take bones and hopefully, we got enough stuff that we can make, axes and stuff like that. Organ grinder, we're going to make things that maybe help us. There's monster grease that'll help protect us. Lucky charms, all kinds of different stuff. And we can spend to either build a leather worker place, but we would have to pay that cost. I don't want to do that. But over here in augury, we can roll on a d10, and we can get some stuff. The survivor endure is to glean the meaning of existence. Roll on the table, add +1 to your roll result if your understanding is 3 or higher. Okay. You can lose a resource if you roll a 1 to 3. So it's a little risky. I don't know. But we're going to build these 3, so that's going to use 3 of our things. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these over here so you guys can see what we have here, okay? All right. And what we'll do is we'll go to the other camera here. Not that camera, but this camera. Well, that didn't help, right? All right, there we go. And I'll pick those up as we need them. We can innovate, and we can use in one of these 3 things. We can use an innovation, which we still have. An endeavor, which we still have 1 left. And we would need a bone, an organ, and a hide. Now, after we killed the lion, we scrapped the lion for all kinds of stuff. So And here we are in our development. I'm going to put this right here. And here are the things that we ended up getting. We ended up getting a skull, which is bone, a lion claw, which is bone. That's 3 bone. We've got white fur, which is a hide. We have an organ, which is golden whiskers. This could be a bone, a hide, or a consumable. We got another hide. So we've got basically 2 organs. We got a hide and we got another bone. So how many bones do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's... And then 2 organs, possibly. We have 2 hides and possibly 2 organs if we wanted to use any of this stuff. All right, let's see what we can make here. All right, to try to figure things out. I'm going to come up top and I want to make weapons right now. Weapons. Weapons. So let's come up above here and we're going to take a look at the bonesmith. Because we got 4 bone. And if we make 2 people, at least, well, these darts, they only cost 1 bone. What do they do? Let's take a look. We can make a bone club, which would cost 3 bone. I don't want to go crazy like that. A bone axe, which is 1 bone and 1 organ. That may not be bad. So we would be able to use 3 bone that way. A bone blade, a bone dagger. All right, hold on. Let's see what these things do. All right, so we have to go into the bonesmith and pull out these cards. So let's see what they do. Bone club. That's one of the things. That would cost 3 bone. That's a lot. But, wow. You roll 2 dice. You got to beat a 6+, but it's 5. So it's when you go to wound, you're adding +5. Cumbersome. Spend as an additional cost. Oh, spend an extra action as an additional cost to activate this weapon. Ignore cumbersome if this weapon is actively indirect with pounce and charge. Nah, we don't want to go crazy like that. Bone sickle would cost too much. We would need ammonia, and we don't have ammonia right now. All right. A skull helm. 1 skull. Oh, we do have 1 skull. What does that do? When you suffer a severe head injury, the skull... Oh, but it has 3 defense to your head. Is destroyed. Archive this card. Ooh, this is really good for somebody that's going to go in and really swing. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend one of our skulls, and I think I'm going to put this on me. Not to be selfish, but I'm the guy that's going to go in there and I'm going to hack things up. And we have a skull. So, yeah, there we go. So the skull helm is going to be perfect. All right, so I'm going to put that. That means that consumable is gone. All right, so we have a bone, a bone, a bone, a hide, and 2 organs still. All right, I still think... All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Joe that founding stone. So I got a skull helm. All right, so that's going to go there. And let's see what else we can build. That bone axe. That bone axe is going to be... I think that might do it. Bone darts. That's only going to cost 1 bone. We need somebody with range. That might be Tina. That might be Tina's thing. Range, thrown bones. Range. Frail. If you attempt to wound a super dense... Well, when we get higher up and fight things, that might be... You're going to roll 1 die. It's a 7+, but it gets 3. I'm going to think on that one. I think a bone blade just might be better. We do need range stuff. Bone dagger. 3. Oh, you roll 3 dice, 7+, and it add ones. On a perfect hit, gain 1 survival. Perfect hit, attack, an attack roll of a result of 10. Okay, so we get 10. I like this. Let's give this to Anna. All right, so Anna's over here. So I'm going to move this out of the way. we're going to give that to Anna, and we're going to spend a bone. All right, so now we still have 2 more bone. So I kind of like that bone dagger. Bone blade. 2 6+. No, that's going to be for Tina. Yeah, we're gonna melee it this round. So we're gonna spend another bone, and that is going to be for Tina over here. All right, there we go. We can carry this, and we can throw the founding stone, but once we throw it, it's gone. So that'll give us range, and then when we get close, we can do some damage. Now let's take a look here. And bone axe. How are we doing for time? Not too bad. Like I said, an hour, 15 minutes. Bone axe. Okay, so this is the thing where we're going to need an organ. Oh, boy, we could really put something together here. Bone axe. Weapon melee. I haven't played my copy in years, and I really like the game. I think it's a commitment for the full campaign. That is a mental block for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Jonathan. Innovations are huge in the game. Yeah, I've got to try to figure out how to do that. Once per attack, if you critically wound, cause 1 additional wound. This effect, and this is nice. It's 2 dice. It's going to do 3, and it's 6 to do. So a bone axe is going to cost us 1 bone and 1 organ. So that works for me. Let's use the whiskers as an organ. So yeah, so this is looking pretty good so far. Boy, if I can put this together. Now these red symbols here, they all mean something. So when you can combine these together with something, you're going to get something really. I forgot how it works, but you're going to get a special power that connects all these. It really does a lot of cool things. So let's see how that goes. I think that's going to work. That way he has a founding stone and his fist. Because we're not too concerned about Joe. He's new to the team. But we want to make sure that Tina... Okay, so now, since I've got that helm, we still have 2 hides and 2 organs. So the organ grinder... Well, we're not worried about organ stuff. So I'm going to put those 2 over here. Let's take a look at the skinnery, see what we can do with the couple of hides that we have. Because we got 2 hides. Ooh, that's interesting. A hide and a bone. Well, you can always save that. See, that would be a part of your thing, so you can always save that. Rawhide headband. That might work. Bone dagger. Rawhide vest. Okay, so let's take a look at what's in the skinnery. I just want to take a look at the organ grinder one more time. All right. I just don't see heat. Requires heat. We don't have heat. Nope. Dried. No. Organ. Monster grease. That might help us somewhere along the line, but for this first hunt, we just kind of want to get a little jacked up here. Maybe two vests for them might help them. Let me take a look. We're gonna go into the skinnery and see what we have there. Okay, I could put these back because I feel pretty confident about that. And you're right, this is a commitment. It really is. So, the headband. Reveal the top two AI. Place them back on top in any order that you want. That's not bad for a headband. Ooh, that's kind of nice. That'll protect their heads too. Let's take a look at, because chest seems to come up. Rawhide whip. Yippee-ki-yay. Wow. What did you need to make a rawhide whip? I didn't see that on there. Oh no, it's not on there. You gotta have leatherworks. Okay, all right, that's cool. We'll get there. We'll get there. Rawhide pants, bandages, boots. All right, rawhide vest. +1 evasion. So if you use invasion, you can get rid of 2 dice possibly. That might be good for them. I'm gonna. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna use 2 hide. There we go. Hide and hide. And we're going to give Tina this. We're going to put this up here. This would go on our waist. There. And then this will go here. That connects one thing there. Oh, I would need another blue to get the +1. That's all right, though. I'm okay with that right now. Okay. I got it. And what do we got left? Is there anything red? Nope. The skull helm is a whole different thing. All right, so it looks like we got everything. And then what we're going to do is we're going to carry this over. We're going to carry this over. Yeah, I'm trying to become a paladin is what I'm trying to become. That headband is really good. I know it's good. I just don't want to... Yeah, it is good. But I want to protect them a little bit more. So what that's going to do for Anna's going to get +1 on her chest, on her body, which is going to be good for us. There we go. Okay, so that's good for her. And she is going to have a bone... abilities, impairments, fighting arts, disorders, history. Okay, additional notes. So I can just write down what she has. Bone blade. And rawhide chest. Vest. All right, and then Tina on the other side has a bone dagger. And a rawhide vest. All right. Perfect. And then her body gets 1. All right, that takes care of that. Joe has his stuff. Hopefully he survives. There's a good chance he won't. But we got to try to keep him alive. We have to. All right, so I, on the other hand, have a skull helm, which is going to give me 3 to my head, which is perfect. It's because I'm going to go barreling in there. And then I got a bone axe. So skull helm. And then bone axe. Axe. All right. That seems about right, right? Okay. So everybody's set up. Let me just make sure that Joe knows we has a founding stone. All right. So we're in pretty good shape here. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. All right. Skull would give dagger 2 red. Skull would give dagger 2 red. Yeah, but what would she get for that? She wouldn't get anything for that. Because that needs another blue. It would give him 2 red, but to activate something, you have to hook it up with something else. Zablik, thank you, brother. Yeah, Mathis, I know what you're saying. I'm going to go this way for now. We'll see how it works out. It may not. So now on our settlement sheet, which we have over here, we want to record that we have this miscellaneous thing. So I want to put down that for the next phase, I know that I have this miscellaneous card part. So that means it could be anything. You have no idea what it is. Boy, do we. All right, so now I'm going to take all this stuff and we'll get that out of here for now. And then we continue on in our settlement phase. So we did our development. We have our parting survivors. Choose a monster from the quarry list. We're going to go with the lion. Special showdown, none. Record and archive resources, unspent. We did that. And then we end our settlement phase. So you see, and I'm going to come up top real quick, that the settlement phase is like this really, really cool thing, you know? And it just has all this really cool stuff. So we have all this stuff. We know that I got to check off these on my record sheet, which takes 2 seconds, because this one has this thing where, okay, bonesmith, organ grinder, skinnery. All right, perfect. I mean, so this sheet again, you can find it. They have different types. They all do a great thing. I won't forget you, Zeb. I won't forget you. Just wait till we finish here. So that takes care of our settlement phase. We're going to go to our hunt phase. So I'm going to set that up, and we're just going to talk about this a little bit. You can see how you can be so engrossed with this because of how this works. So now I'm just going to put this aside. I know that innovation deck is built already like that. So I'm going to put that aside. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to clear these out of here, which is the skinnery. I'm going to put these away. And I suggest, if you get this game, separate all your cards. It makes it so much more or less intimidating. I missed it. Did you innovate? Yeah, we did everything that we were supposed to do. Well, I couldn't buy any more innovations because I used my Endeavor and I didn't have enough parts for what I wanted to get. And we did get language. Skinnery. Okay, so you're going to be stupid and make me look bad on camera. Just open up. Okay, there we go. All right, so I put those away. Perfect. And by breaking all that up in your box, because they got little dividers and everything, it really makes a difference. It makes it quick and it makes it easy for you to go through. I mean, right now we did that. We 45 minutes, but I kind of dragged it along because I was kind of just making sure that you guys understand what goes around. So now we turn this over, okay, and we go to our hunt phase. And in our book, it's you're going to pull out your lion, because we're going to go after the lion. Now this ain't going to be pretty. And I just want to make sure I set this up correctly, folks. Okay, that's good. So hunt phase. Oh, I got to go to the lion. All right, lion. Now the lion that we're going to face is going to be a level 1 lion, so it's not going to be a piece of cake here. All right, so there. Hooded Knight, no, we don't want to face him. Herd gathering, game over. Cooking. I just want to get this board set up because it goes a certain way. And of course, I didn't put that out, so returning survivors. Showdown. Okay, here we go. Butcher, no. I don't see the truth. Run away. Alright. Okay, there we go. Screaming Antelope, White Lion. EE. Okay, so. So we start there. So, okay. I'm just going to get this set up. I'm going to show you how this works. Okay, so we're going to go down here. Okay, so we're going to set up all our survivors here. Okay, and first level lion shows us where he goes. So there's that, and then the first level lion is there. Event there, and then here, and then event. Is it event? Okay, there we go. Hunt events. All right, so we put an event card there, an event card here, an event card here, Overwhelming Darkness, which we're probably not going to need. And then we're going to add in a White Lion hunt card, okay, which is specific. All right, so that one's going to go right there. All right, and then there we go. So that's the way that gets set up. So now how does this work? Okay, so we're going to go through everything here, and I'm going to make sure that, okay, I just wanted to make sure I got that. Now let's do our hunt. Hold on, Gab, hold on. Why don't you lay down? Okay, setup. At the beginning of the hunt phase, shuffle the Monster Hunt event cards. Place one Monster Hunt event card face down on each of the spaces indicated as E. I did that already. Okay. If we need another one, I'll fill in the rest of this. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I don't think we'll need it, though. Place one basic hunt event in every open space, empty space, except for Start Space, Overwhelming Darkness, and Starvation. Place any hunt event cards triggered by gear in your gear grid. Okay, nope, none of that. Place monster and survivor miniatures on board where indicated. Okay, now what's going to happen is we're going to pick one person and they're going to go forward and they're going to turn over and they are responsible for that event, but everybody moves forward. We're on a hunt. We're looking for this lion. Okay, so we're out there now and we're like, okay, let's get this. Let's get it on. Let's do this. Okay. So let's see, who should we elect first? Well, Joe's new to the group, so he's got to feel a little bit of pain. So what we're going to do is Joe, who's just looking around with a lantern and really not much to say or do, really has no idea. Oh, thank you, Doug. I'm sorry I'm not talking to everybody, but I promise you when we're done, which this should go pretty quickly, I'll talk a little bit for a few minutes and then we'll blow out of here. So he goes forward, but everybody goes forward with him. So now we're going to put that over there, and then we turn over this card. And as you can see, it says roll 2 dice. Roll a D100 on the hunt event table. Now this is where things get absolutely crazy. Okay, so we got to have a white. That is going to be our ones, and the black would be our 10s. Or you can reverse it however you want to do it. Okay, so I'm going to turn that over so everybody comes over here. All right, and we've got to suffer through some pain here. That's for doggone sure. We've got to suffer through some pain. So I'm going to go over to the chart, and in the book, I'm going to come up top real quick. Again, I'm sorry for some of you that may have seen this already or know how this works, but I'm really just trying to do this for somebody that may not have seen this. But there is a chart in here, and you are going to roll on this, and there's good things, there's bad things, there's all kinds of things that can go absolutely bonkers here. Our White Lion, I'm going to just put right there. All right, so now we're going to roll 2 dice, and, well, hopefully nothing horrible happens to us. I mean, you can always hope. So remember, let's get that one out of the way so it doesn't knock into it. And we're going to roll, and let's see what happens here. That is going to be a 19, which usually probably wouldn't be anything good. And we all know how I roll. 19. Exhalation of darkness. The survivors are enveloped in a steamy darkness that dims their lantern light. They become separated from each other and hopelessly lost. If a survivor has leader fighting art, they boldly stride into the clammy darkness and gather everyone. Otherwise, each survivor rolls 1d10. The lowest scoring survivor, in case of ties, becomes a straggler. Each straggler rolls 1d10. Okay. All right, so now we're going to find out who is whoever. Okay, so we're going to roll for each person. So we're going to roll for Rob, 7. We're going to roll for Joe, 10. So he's definitely not the straggler. So Rob's the straggler so far at 7. Now Anna, 1. She is going to probably be a straggler, and Tina is a 4. So we're going to roll. And let's make this one count. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a 9. A 9. Sorry about that. 9. What does it say here? You're not sure how, but you leave the darkness with your hands full. Gain 1 random basic resource. All right, well, that's cool. All right, so if we draw a random resource here, I've got random resources here, so we'll pull one, and it's a monster bone. All right, so that's good. So Anna's got a resource there. Perfect. So we'll put that there. All right, we're already off to a good start somehow. All right, so John went first. So now Anna, since she came back with her hands full, why don't we have Anna go to the next one and turn it over? Hopefully it won't be something horrific again. All right, there we go. And here we go. All right, so it's another one of these random event cards. So let's see how it turns out. So we're going to be rolling in the book again. Yeah, good times, good times. All right. And, man, the whole thing is just to survive. Thank you, Carlor. I appreciate it. We also got I just got to do his base. But we got our antelope all set. My boy. That's the next guy. So we're in this for the long haul. All right, come on, something big. Ooh, that is a 90. All right, let's see what 90 brings us. Hopefully it's something good. Come on, something good. All right. The survivors hear screeching howls, followed by crash. They see an explosion of multicolored lights on the horizon. The unnatural light illuminates the survivors away. If at least one survivor is sane, they follow the light. You may re-roll the next result on the hunt event table. Ooh, that's cool. If all survivors are insane, they turn away from the light, walking back into the darkness. Move survivors 2 spaces back on the hunt board. Oh, if they're all insane. Nope. Regardless of what the survivors do, the light reaches the settlement. Add lights in the sky settlement event to the timeline next year. Okay, so let's let me add that in there. Lights in the sky to the timeline. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. Okay. All right, we'll find out what that is. Lights in the sky. I don't know what that does. I don't want to find out right now. All right, we'll find out when we get back to the settlement. So we wrote that in there. We're good to go. All right. All right. So now, anything else? Nope. That's it. Okay. Good. Now we go up to our next one. All right. And this time it is going to be Tina. So Tina's going to go, and you can see our lions right there. And this is a white lion event card. So we're going to move everybody up. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom. And what does this one do? The white lion has marked this area. If any survivors have 3+ understanding, they realize the area is covered in ammonia. If they have not innovated it yet, the survivor settlement gains ammonia innovation. And then we roll a random hunt thing. But we get to re-roll that. Oh man, we got really lucky here. So I need to add ammonia here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And what I think I have that in here. Oh, here it is. Okay. A pungent, billowy substance ideal for crafting leather and treating wounds. Departing survivors get +1 survival. Well, we're already gone, so we can't get that. But we get to add this, so this is part of our thing. Add ammonia consequences to the innovation deck. Okay, what are ammonia consequences? We'll have to find out what that is next time. But right now, we're in the middle of this battle here. So we put that onto our sheet here. Again, all this stuff comes into play. All right. So now we have to roll on the thing here. If we don't like it, we can re-roll it. 42. All right, let's see what that does. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. 42. 42. 42. Surgeon. A creaky carriage approaches the survivors. Richly appointed in red and gold, the carriage is carved on every side with lurid faces. A massive twitching eye adorns the front, while the door of the carriage is a waiting, opening mouth. Out of the small window, a gnarled hand beckons. One of the survivors with 3+ courage may choose to enter the wagon. They remove 1 impairment or severe injury and gain 1 random disorder. Well, we don't have that, so this is a great event because it doesn't do anything to us. And that is perfect. So we got the hunt phase can be really, really nasty. There's a lot of nasty things that can happen. So now, of course, I would go and we would move up. And now we go to our showdown with the lion. And that's what we're going to do the next time we get together. We are going to spend the entire time going to our hunt, our hunt and our showdown with the lion. And then we'll do a full phase. Survivor phase, and then boom, we will be back doing that. So we'll do that, and then we will begin our following hunt in another episode after that. So you got to see the survival phase. That's a whole game almost into itself as you're developing this society and trying to spend your riches and craft things and not use a tablet to craft anything. But this just has so much depth to it. You start to develop your thing, and now you go out on the hunt. You're trying to search this thing. There's things that can happen that are bad. There's good things that can happen. We had a couple of decent things happen to us, and then you can end up impaired a bit, and then you go into the battle. But now we're going to be facing not the beginning lion, but a level 1 lion. And that's a little bit different because instead of it being 6 move 6 toughness, it now has 6 move 8 toughness. That's going to be a little bit tougher to achieve. Okay, so we're going to have to really be smart in what we do. And this time we have to build a deck. It's going to be 10 cards instead of the predetermined deck that was built. So this is not going to be easy. And then the next one, it gets cunning, and then it gets merciless. And if you go up levels fighting this lion, as you get stronger, so does the lion, which isn't pretty. So there's a whole thing to it, and you're going to see this. This is going to, we're actually going to have terrain on the field. So now this will teach you a whole nother thing as we go. So now I'm going to read some of the comments. I'm really sorry. And as always, we hit it right on the hour mark, just like we had hoped to, right? If it hits +2, if it hits +3 with evasions +1. It will hit on +3 with evasion +1. Oh, yeah, you're right. Evasion is minus to the monster's attack, not dodge. Yeah, sorry about that. I wasn't thinking. So, really, that's really superb for us if we were able to get that. We do have evasion, though, so that's going to help us. Evasion is minus to the number's attack, not dodge. Sorry about that. I'm glad you guys fixed that for me. Thank you so much. And I'm glad I said it on air here. One character I was playing got disorder where he thought he was immortal. So much fun. Also, this becomes a story. Once you name somebody, it really becomes this whole thing. Awesome paint jobs. Thank you. Definitely nice paint jobs. I just got the Giga Lion recently. Looking forward to finishing the paint job and doing its special story hunt. Oh, I got to check that out. Is there a lot to it? Because I'm trying to figure which ones to buy now. And this is where I want to put it out to you guys. I got the spider leg one. Okay, so when I finish this, we go to the spider leg. But which ones do you suggest I should go next after we finish I think it's the smoke night. What expansions? I want to get 2 more expansions. Which ones do you suggest? Put it in the chat. I'll pick those up. Yeah, it'll cost me something, but if you guys are interested in watching this, that's why we do this. This is why we do what we do. So, you know, if you don't have it, you can join us on this adventure and feel like you're here, and just really feel. This is when streaming is fun. Is when we can open up our cameras and bring it in and have a nice event like this, and you guys can live through this. If you can't afford it, well, we'll play it with you. Sunstalker and Dragon King, boy, yeah, those were like 200 change a piece. Add an entirely new campaign. Gorm and Dragon King, that's 2 for the Dragon King. Yeah, just keep on firing it. Gorm, so that's 2 for Gorm, 2 for the Dragon King. So the Slender Man, no. That looked and the tree. There was a tree. Is that good? Does that add things? I did get the spider dude. There was the dung beetle, Gorm and Dragon King. Okay, because they're like $250. You know, I can't spend $500 on 2 things. Hope you're having a good day, Rob. I am, Davkin. Thank you. The Giga Lion comes with 4 unique survivors and a story scenario using those. If you win it, then it adds an option to your campaign. It is presently as a story being told to your village. Oh, wow. Gorm. Gorm is a good low-level ad. All right, we'll go after Gorm. The Nightmare Tree is the worst. Okay, that's why it was $100 then. All right, so we won't go with the Nightmare Tree. There was the Lion Knight I saw. The tree is cool. Add that can show up in other hunts. Speculous just to watch you build it. Oh, it's that bad, huh? Spidiclus. Slender Man is really difficult. Okay. There were a couple that were affordable. Matter of fact, we'll go take a look on eBay, and we'll pick out some, and then I'll just go pick them up if we have to. We'll do that. What do we got? 107. I'll go to about 115 or so. First of all, Zablik, thank you so much for the donation. We're gonna take that $5 and put it to our $250 Gorm that we're gonna have to pay. It's just impossible to get it, and I'm not going to Gen Con this year, so well, hey. Just gonna have to pay it. This is some of the sacrifices we got to make for the channel, right? This is some of the sacrifices we got to make for the channel. All right, there we go. Zablik, let's see if he gets the music. Yeah, I already picked it up. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, the music for Zablik finally. Nice. The Lion Knight is like you are performing in a play where the Lion Knight is the hero as he butchers your people. Oh, great. Get what you can afford. Oh, well, you know, I want to get something that's interesting. And if you guys say Gorm, let's go take a look at that. I'm going to move this over here a little bit, and we're going to go take a look and see what they have. Oh, let me do that. And then we'll come over here. Ugh. Why does everything have to be difficult for me? Really? All right, let's see. eBay. Where is it? All right, we're going to just have to type it in here. Sunstalker is a cool model, but it is NSFW of the base expansion. It's the only one that really has this issue. Okay. All right, just give me a second here, guys. And where did my thing go? Okay, let me come up here. So we're just going to go over here and type in eBay. Let's see what they got available. eBay. There we go. And then let me, just so you don't get bored half to death here. Kingdom Death Monster. All right. All right, so 1.5. Okay, there we go. Let me just put in 1.5. See, this is the stuff I don't know, and that's why I come to you, my faithful people. All right, let's go. Let's go to movie view. There we go. All right. Man, I should just buy this. Even though I get with a second set. Who would buy the second set for $400 from me? That'd save me. That means I would only spend $1,100 for 12 expansions. All right, so Manhunter expansion, new in wrap, $95. Is that worth getting? Another good one is the Manhunter, says Doug. All right, okay. Maybe I'll pick that one up. That would be one. A Dung Beetle sealed. Oh, but it's got bids. I'm not bidding on things. I just want to buy it. The Flower Knight expansion. See, this is where I don't understand. Are they hero extensions or what? That's bids. I don't care. Buy it now. The Lion Knight expansion, like you said, that's not good. Oh, here it is. Gorm. That's not. Oh, that's bids. Nope. 10. Bids. 109. See, I don't know what this is. Doesn't make sense to me. All the expansions are 1.0. Oh, okay. Great. Dragon King. But it's bids. No, I just want to buy it now. Dragon King, $250. That's crazy. Dung Beetle, 12 bids. Green Knight armor expansion, $120. Let's see here. Dung Beetle Knight expansion. See, I didn't understand this because when I looked at this picture, hold on, hold on here. There we go. Whoa. What am I doing? All right, so let's. Yeah, you see, I couldn't figure. Okay, what do you get here? Yeah, I got to filter out the bidders. Good point. Let's go back. We'll just go up here. Buy it now. There we go. Boom. All right, so I can get the Manhunter for $95. I like the Flower Knight. It's in the game. All right. You need all the expansions for Green Knight expansion. Thank you, Indra. See, that's the stuff I don't know. All right, so this one works. Dung Beetle Knight, like your opinion on it. Flower Knight, like you said, you need all the expansions for it. This one here, Lion Knight. You get the Dung Beetle Knight, his resin ball, and some new survivor bits. Okay. Now, I just want bad guys. Lion God. What does anybody think of the Lion God? Is the Lion God worth getting? Buy direct because I don't use Apple Pay. If they took a credit card, it would be fantastic, and there's not much there. So I usually use this because it helps me out a bit. Dung Beetle Knight. Sunstalker. See, $250. That's insane. Slenderman, $140. Dung Beetle Knight. Manhunter, $125. So I'm going to get that guy for $95. Dung Beetle Knight. Kingdom Death Monster Expansion of Death Volume 1, new in box. $1,900. I mean, really? Dung Beetle is Dung Beetle Knight or Dung Beetle? Lion God is not worth it till the next 12 expansions come out. Okay, cool. Thank you. That's good to know. Dragon King expansion, $250. No. Lion Knight, like you said, not worth it. Sunstalker. Well, maybe we'll get to Sunstalker. We'll swallow it. It'll hurt, but we'll swallow it. Kingdom Death Monster with some upgrade components. $500. Rob, I may have a few duplicates sealed in the box. Let me look and I'll reach out to you. I'll be happy to donate. I'll pay you for it, dude, if you do a painting video. Doug, if you do that, I promise you. I promise you I'll put them together and paint them the minute I get them. Now, I got this dude already. So let me know. Email me at novaprime860@hotmail.com. See, you're right. Sunstalker and Dragon King are two new things. I'll give you. We'll work something out, Doug. We'll work something out. Get a hold of me. I'll give you my phone number. We'll talk. Dung Beetle Knight. Dung Beetle Knight. Okay, so yeah. Grom, 280. Wow. See, here's that lonely tree. Only $100, but everybody says it sucks. So we need to stay away from it. And I don't know what to get, but I'm telling you, I'm in this for the long haul. Dragon King, $300. No. All right, there we go. Oh, look at this, $1,600 for all that stuff, man. Jeez. I would. I just don't want to go crazy, you know. I mean, I want to keep this going. That's for sure. Okay, let me come back up top here. All right, so we got a good idea. We'll see. I can send you all the 1.5 expansions, Rob. Well, I want to do something for you guys. You know, if you're gonna send the stuff, we can work something out. Email me novaprime860. We'll figure it out. But if you guys want, we're in this for the long haul, and this is going to be a lot of fun. Between this and Shadows of Brimstone, and plus we're going to be working in the D&D box set, because remember that new set comes out in probably the end of the month, so we're going to want to go through that. We're going to fit in games here and there, but for the most part it's going to be Shadows of Brimstone, Kingdom Death Monster on this channel. As far as live events, I will do some other stuff to break it up so we don't go crazy. I've got Bolt Action, Kings of War I'm trying to put together, and a couple other things, some of the sea stuff that I want to do. Dystopian Wars, do one battle for you guys so you get a good feel for it. And like I said, you guys are fantastic, and we're really going to have a lot of fun with this. I really Juan says, when is the new set coming out? I don't know. If somebody goes to Gen Con, Adam Poots is there. Talk to him. Get the information to me. Email it to me, and I'll be happy to report it, whatever we find out. A matter of fact, some of the people that were supposed to go to Gen Con are not going to Gen Con, because I'll tell you right now, it's a waste of time this year. It really is. Well, what time do we got? 1:18? All right, there we go. All right, so we got a game plan here. Okay, we're working on it. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this. We're gonna watch this settlement go from. This is about the human condition, and this is what I'm talking about. How we're gonna take this, and we're just gonna go with it. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you guys coming in here and watching this. And I hope you're enjoying what we're doing. The next video is going to be live play. Is going to be Forbidden Fortress. We gotta take them out, man. We gotta take the Tina and the Samurai out, because remember, they're gonna meet up with those other guys. So we gotta bounce back and forth between that. Gambler Chest, I don't expect it before summer 2022. All right, is it worth the wait? This game is worth it because it's so deep. It's so deep. And we're going to have so much fun with this. We're going to really have a lot of fun. So I want to thank you all for being here. Like I said, next thing is going to be Forbidden Fortress. We went through one thing, and then we're going to go out into the world, and then we're going to go back into the not Frontier Town, but the Feudal Village, and then we're going to switch over to the Drifter and Tuco. But in between that, we're going to be doing this because we got to fight the lion. And we got that antelope that's looming outside, that screaming antelope. That thing looks like it's going to be a problem. So We're going to get to it. All right. We got a lot of fun ahead of us. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe. You know, we're going to be here for a little more than a year. Once my grandkids get big enough to fly kites and stuff like that, you know, I'm going to really drop off, and I'm going to do some things. People didn't understand what I was saying the other day. And that's why I took down the video, because it was just like, okay, see you later. I go, I'm not leaving for a while. I'm trying to tell you what I want to do afterwards. And of course I went on a bit of a rant, which I'm not ashamed of. It's true. Everything I said is true. Or opinion, you could take it as either. But we're going to be here for a while. And there are things that I want to get done together with you guys. And I want to make sure I cover all the stuff I want to cover. You know, we got Earthsworn, we got all kinds of war games I want to cover. I'm going to try to get away from some of the board gamey stuff and just concentrate more on miniature dungeon crawl, war game, just stuff that we may find interesting. And throw a board game here or there. You know, we may find something interesting. So we got it going here. I want to thank you so much. Thanks to everybody that's going to help out and stuff like that. Like I said, I'll make it worth your while. If there's something that you want at Miniature Market or something you can't find that might be out of print, we can exchange or trade. I always believe in doing the right thing. So that's what we do here. I love you all. Thank you so much. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. I hope to see you guys. Yeah, we're going to do some more games. Maybe we'll even have Mo come in, because I've got some ideas. I've got the cameras to do it, and the wherewithal. It's just, you know, Mo is in another time zone. So, you know, maybe we'll have Mo come in, and, you know, maybe we'll do like a little small scenario of NATO. That'll be kind of fun. All right. Or you know, or old school tactical or something just glorious where we can just have some fun. That's all I want to do, is just have fun. I want to get away from the board game community. Not you guys. I'm talking about the media. And I just want to focus on everything that we have here. It's a good thing. We have a good thing here. Let's keep it going until it's time for me to go. All right? That's all I was trying to say. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We shall see you very soon. Take it easy, everybody.